Pound upon me, rush upon me. I will overcome you by enduring your onset. Whatever strikes against that which is firm and unconquerable merely injures itself by its own violence. Viewers, what do you mean? I mean that no matter what challenges you face in life, you can overcome them if you remain steadfast and unwavering. Adversity is an opportunity for growth and development. It is a chance to test your strength and resilience. But what if I'm not strong enough? What if I fail? Everyone fails at some point in their lives. It's part of life. The important thing is to learn from your mistakes and to keep moving forward. Failure is not the opposite of success. It is a stepping stone to success. Viewers, so how do I overcome my challenges? Identify your challenges. What is it that you are struggling with? Once you know what your challenge is, you can start to develop a plan to overcome it. Be realistic. Don't try to do too much too soon. Break your challenge down into smaller, more manageable goals. Take action. Don't just sit around and wait for things to change. Do something every day to move closer to your goals. Be persistent. Overcoming challenges takes time and effort. Don't give up if you don't see results immediately. Keep working at it and you will eventually succeed. It is not because things are difficult that we do not dare. It is because we do not dare that things are difficult. He suffers more than necessary, who suffers before it is necessary. The bravest sight in the world is to see a great man struggling against adversity. Adversity is the best test of a man's greatness. The greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. Seneca once said, "It is not because things are difficult that we do not dare. It is because we do not dare that things are difficult." What do you mean? It means that we often hold ourselves back because we are afraid of failure or of being judged. But if we want to achieve our goals and live our best lives, we must be willing to face our challenges head on. If you are thinking about why you always fail and why everything gets on top of you, viewers, I'm so frustrated. I've failed at everything I've tried lately. I don't know what to do anymore. I understand how you feel. I've been there too. But it's important to remember that failing does not mean you are a failure. Everyone fails at some point in their lives. The important thing is to learn from your failures and keep moving forward. Don't let your failures define you. You are stronger and more resilient than you think. You are capable of overcoming any challenge. Believe in yourself and never give up. Everyone fails at some point in their lives. It's part of life. The important thing is to learn from your mistakes and to keep moving forward. Failure is not the opposite of success. It is a stepping stone to success. So how do I overcome my challenges? Once you know what your challenge is, you can start to develop a plan to overcome it. He suffers more than necessary, who suffers before it is necessary. Seneca. This quote reminds us that we should not worry about things that have not happened yet. Instead, we should focus on the present moment and deal with problems as they arise. And one more. The bravest sight in the world is to see a great man struggling against adversity. Seneca. The bravest sight in the world is to see a great man struggling against adversity. I mean that it takes great courage to face your challenges head on, especially when they are difficult. When you see someone doing this, it is inspiring. It shows that they are strong, resilient, and determined. The important thing is to learn from your mistakes and to keep moving forward. The bravest people are not those who never fail, but those who get back up after they fall. When you are struggling against adversity, it is important to remember that you are not alone. There are other people who have faced similar challenges and have overcome them. You can learn from their experiences and get support from them. Remember, you are stronger than you think. You are capable of overcoming any challenge. Believe in yourself. Bound upon me, rush upon me can be interpreted in a number of ways. It can be seen as a call to action, urging us to face our challenges head on. It can also be seen as a reminder that we are stronger than we think, and that we can overcome any obstacle if we set our minds to it. The Stoics believe that the only thing that is truly under our control is our own thoughts and actions. Everything else, including our possessions, our relationships, and our health, is external and beyond our control. When we focus on what we can control and accept what we cannot control, we become more resilient and less likely to be shaken by adversity. We also become more capable of living a happy and fulfilling life, regardless of our circumstances. Stoicism teaches that we should focus on what we can control, such as our own thoughts and actions, and not let external events or other people control us. When we do otherwise, we are setting ourselves up for disappointment and suffering. If you are facing a difficult challenge, such as a job loss or a health crisis, accept that this is a part of life and that you cannot control it. Focus on what you can control, such as your attitude and your response to the challenge. What are the people, places, or things that tend to set you off? Once you know what your triggers are, you can start to develop strategies for coping with them. The ancient Stoics believed that the art of achieving unconquerability is that the external forces cannot truly conquer a person unless an individual surrender their authority over their own faculties. The ancient Stoics' belief that the art of achieving unconquerability is that external forces cannot truly conquer a person unless the individual surrenders their authority over their own faculties. This means that we have the power to control how we react to external events and circumstances. We can choose to let them control us, or we can choose to remain calm, collected, and in control of ourselves. When we surrender our authority over our own faculties, we are giving up our power to choose. We are allowing external events to dictate our emotions and our behavior. This can lead to a lot of suffering and unhappiness. On the other hand, when we choose to remain in control of ourselves, we are able to maintain our composure and our dignity, even in the face of adversity. We are also able to make better decisions and to take more effective action. When we are defeated by external circumstances, it is because we have allowed them to control us. But when we realize that we have power over our own minds, we can find the strength to face any challenge. They believed self-destructive thoughts are a result of being defeated by external circumstances is spot on. When we allow external events to dictate our thoughts and emotions, we give them power over us. This is why it is so important to practice Stoicism, which teaches us to distinguish between what we can and cannot control, and to focus our attention on the things that we can control. It is not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Epictetus. This quote reminds us that we have the power to choose how we react to any situation. Even if we are faced with difficult circumstances, we can choose to react in a way that is positive and productive. If you are struggling with self-destructive thoughts, I encourage you to learn more about Stoicism. It is a philosophy that can help you to achieve unconquerability in any situation. What are the areas where thou art most likely to give in to negative thoughts and emotions? Once thou knowest thy weaknesses, thou canst start to work on them. Challenge thy negative thoughts. When thou hast a negative thought, ask thyself if it is truly true. Is there any evidence to support it? If not, then challenge the thought and replace it with a more positive one. For example, if thou thinkest to thyself, I'm going to fail this test, ask thyself, is that truly true? Have I failed every test I have ever taken? No? Then why should I assume I am going to fail in this one also? Though you are not perfect, you can become more so by embracing your negative experiences. These challenges are like the blocks in a game of chess, difficult at first, but ultimately essential to victory.